Hello, everybody. How are you? My name is Kim Harbidge, and I'm an independent ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. I'm also a certified holistic health coach and a member of the AADP, which is the American Association for Drugless Practitioners. I say that because I am super passionate about health, and I truly believe that we can heal the body from the inside out by both what we eat, how we have our lifestyle changes, the things that we do on a daily basis. And so I'm here to share about the products from Plexus. If you've been working with your friend who's also an ambassador, chances are pretty good that you have heard about the TriPlex, which is we often joke about it. It is the starting point for just about everything, even a hangnail probably. That's probably has been one of our comments before. But the TriPlex is this. It's our signature pink drink, which is called Slim, but if you know anything and you've been working with us for a while, you know that it is so much more than what the name implies. It is really affecting blood sugar, which is such a huge part of our overall health. The other parts of the TriPlex are the ProBio 5, which is a 5-in-1 amazing probiotic that has digestive enzymes and antifungals in it. Better than anything else out on the market. If you haven't heard the full story on this, let us know because we'll go into that too, or we can readdress that later. And then BioCleanse. BioCleanse is a magnesium supplement, which most of us are deficient in. It turns out that probably 6 out of 10 people are deficient in magnesium, which is unfortunate because magnesium controls over 300 functions in our body. The ones that I remember are they're calming, they help with sleep, restlessness and mood, and all of these amazing things, but 300 functions in magnesium. This thing is a powerhouse and probably one of my very favorite products. But the title of this video today is Beyond the TriPlex, and that's because we have 18 different products that are amazing powerhouses. I would go to venture that every single one of our products has something very unique in the marketplace for your health, and they're things that people need, probably you need for your health. And so I want to explore that with you today and take a walk through our product catalog, which is the foundation for everything. So won't you join me today? I just want to let you know that, of course, Plexus products they're not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease, but they sure do help because they're getting to the root of many of our issues, and that's what I want to talk about today. So you'll have a chance to talk with your person, your friend who's sharing this with you later today. If you want, ask some questions. Each person is so unique in their health journey, and that's the important thing. So many times we want a one-size-fits-all, and it's just not that way with Plexus products. So all of our bottles have guidelines on them. Those are recommended dosings, and each person is unique, and your health goals are unique, and so you might have to tweak them. And there are definitely some side effects. They're the side effects of getting healthy. Sometimes those can be confused with it not working because you can actually go through what's called a Herxenberger, Herx, I always forget exactly what it's called, but it's die-off symptoms from Candida. And it can feel pretty lousy, but those are the times that we want to celebrate because it means that the products are working, the regimen that you're on is working. We always want to take you slow so that you have the best experience possible, and also then to tweak it so that you can experience your overall health goals, and they can be so many different things. So let me tell you this. I always start out with the term leaky gut. Have you guys been seeing this in the news? It is everywhere. Everything about gut health has been popping up everywhere. There are more and more scientific studies being done today about gut health, which I find exciting. I am a retired accountant and financial professional. I had been in the finance world for my entire career, always doing financials and producing all these accounting kinds of things and numbers, and I never felt fully satisfied until I found Plexus products. Now, I was never, ever, ever going to do this as a business. I have since retired from accounting and finance. I went to health coaching school at the Institute for Integrative Nutrition, which is the world's largest health coaching school, and I loved it. I'm not quite sure what came first. You know, it's one of those, the chicken or the eggs. But when I first started taking Plexus products, I did it just for weight loss. I was one of those that was like, I don't care what's in it. I just want to try it because I was miserable and uncomfortable in my skin, but had just resolved myself to this is the way that it's going to be. But I am so glad that it's not. So glad that I reached out to my friend and started these products. I started as a wholesale ambassador. That means I signed up as an ambassador just so I could get the cheapest price, because I was going to be buying it for me and my sister and eventually my mom. But at the very beginning, when she wanted to try, my mom, when she wanted to try these products with us, I said, no, I have no idea what's in them. I don't know if they're going to hurt us. So we're going to try it first, and then you can try it after us. So that she started on her Plexus journey just about 6 months after my sister and I did. But my goodness, I did not expect to have the experiences that I have had with these products. To say that they're amazing is an understatement. And yeah, I could go on. I can go on, but I'm going to really, really try hard to keep this short, because we have 18 products that I want to just give you a glimmer of, or a glimpse into, because like I said, you've probably heard about the TriPlex, but you may not know about everything else. So we want to make sure that you do know. Gut health is everything, right? It is 80% of our immune system is in our gut. That allows us to fight off colds and flus and all of these other things that are going around, even down to being able to not have seasonal allergies, skin issues, and those types of things. Pretty amazing things that can happen from the gut. I love that about the Plexus products, because they're all in line with gut health, weeding it, seeding it, feeding it, and protecting it, which is overall health. We're not venturing off into some other unknown land or some get skinny quick kind of things, because that's not what we're about. We're about changing the health and the future of people everywhere. We are in an absolute epidemic of poor health. The foods that are available to us are terrible. Most things are processed. People are overly busy, and so they're grabbing things that are quick, and they're not really food. So in our busy lifestyle, it's full of stress. We're not getting enough sleep. We're constantly plugged in. All of that compounds on your health. And so it's really important that you get really good quality supplements to help fill in those gaps. And we're lucky that Plexus has those, and they're amazing. So consider this as you listen to some of these different products. I will also share some graphics that your friend can share with you as well. But it's the leaky gut. And how do you know if you have it? So the top 10 things that are associated with leaky gut are these: history of autoimmune issues, including thyroid issues, a known thyroid dysfunction. More people today have a thyroid issue, hypothyroid or even hyperthyroid. I know I used to, and I have been able to successfully come off of different medications because I healed my gut. There is a connection between these in the gut. A history of depression or mood disorders. Seems to me that every time I have a conversation with friends, they are talking about, my gosh, I'm just so anxious and I am sad and depressed all of the time. And more often than not, people are seeking medical advice and prescription medication to help them with that. Understandably, it is real, and people need to have some help with that. But that's tied to the gut as well. How about multiple or known nutrient deficiencies? That's also tied to leaky gut. Trouble digesting certain foods or even pain after meals. I know a lot of people who suffer with that. This is where people really kind of fall into the leaky gut kind of thing. And if they don't have this particular issue, they say, I don't have any gut issues. So that is the chronic abdominal symptoms like gas, bloating, constipation, or even diarrhea, or even going to the bathroom, number 2, once every few days. Those are not normal, but so many of us today feel that it is normal, and so we just keep going through our lives. not good. Brain fog, trouble concentrating, ADD, ADHD, or even anxiety, these can be related to the gut as well. Skin issues, most people don't associate this with leaky gut, but dermatitis, rashes, eczema, rosacea, any of those kinds of things are tied to the gut health. How about the last one, food cravings, sugar, carbs, or unhealthy foods? Do you find yourself going, gosh, I know I shouldn't have that candy bar, but I want it, and you cannot control yourself? That's because of leaky gut. There's a bad bacterial overgrowth that's in your gut, and it feeds on these things. You cannot win the battle because it knows that it's going to die without those types of things, so it demands it. And that's why you feel like you're losing your mind, or that the chocolate-covered almonds are talking to you. I know that was always my issue, and going out with friends and being able to make a healthy decision when it came to what I was going to order, I lost the battle every single time. So those are just 10 of the top things that are associated with leaky gut. And I bet you that you might be suffering with it. You might know some friends who are. And so just to be aware of those and how our products might be able to help is a really good thing. Okay, so I'm going to go down through our product guide. There's 18 products. Like I said, powerhouses. I'm going to give you a couple sentences about these. We've already talked about the TriPlex, which is the Plexus Slim, the ProBio 5, and the BioCleanse. Those are addressing some of those big issues, the big issues being blood sugar, inflammation, and gut health. All of those are chronic issues and lead to 90% of health issues that are not contagious, if you will. So the next one, this thing just came out. This is called Vital Biome. I'm going to see if I can get it up here close so that you guys can see it. So Vital Biome, this is another probiotic. It is different than our ProBio 5, which includes some of the antifungals and the digestive enzymes, which are great at getting rid of that bad bacteria overgrowth that I talked about that can be associated with leaky gut. So Vital Biome, it specifically is for a healthy gut and a happy mind. There are scientific trials that were done on this, and there's a patent pending on this particular strain. The strains of probiotics in here are unbelievable. They help with GI issues like bloating and discomfort. It stabilizes your stress hormones and produces relaxation. Who couldn't use that? Everywhere that I am seeing people talk, they're talking about being overstressed, underslept, and just miserable. This can help. This is 1 capsule a day on an empty stomach. We recommend that you take it very first thing in the morning with a full glass of water. And it can be taken twice a day as well, but you'll see on the bottle that it's a once a day recommendation. I have loved this. I didn't suffer with depression or anxiety, but I have found that this has been really great. Some of those things where maybe I was like a little snappier or my fuse was a little short, it's getting longer with this. This is a really good thing. If you haven't tried it and you're interested, definitely talk to your friend who's sharing this with you because it's a powerhouse as well. That's Vital Biome. Next in our powerhouse of lineup is, let me go here, there's 2 products. And I don't often talk about these because many times people are interested in weight loss. I know that I was as well. And what I have learned through my health coaching and just through my journey, which I started these products in June of 2013, is that no matter what happens, if weight loss is our ultimate goal, we will not lose weight if our gut is out of balance. So oftentimes I focus there first because it is the cornerstone of everything. But for some people who want an extra boost or a little bit of an extra thing, we have 2 different products. They are right here. Accelerator Plus, which is this one, and then Boost. These 2 products here are specifically for weight loss. Now, some of the benefits of this is it actually helps to burn fat more efficiently. The one thing that I like to point out here is this includes 5-HTP. that's a feel-good kind of chemical reaction that's produced in your gut, but it includes it in here. And so oftentimes people might just find even just a little bit of a mood boost by taking this also. But this is really great. It does not decrease appetite. So I often caution people for that too. When you're taking this, it's increasing your metabolism, which can make you feel hungrier. So be careful on this that you don't accidentally then overeat because it's boosting up your metabolism and you're raring to go. But it's a great product. Boost. This one is I find it has an edible cactus in it, which has been used for centuries by Indians who used it as an appetite suppressant. So oftentimes when they were searching for food and they weren't going to have food in a long period of time, they would eat this cactus and it would help them get rid of those hunger pains. So that is in here. So it definitely will decrease your appetite, but it revs up the energy. And I often recommend that people do not take this if they are not planning on working out. If I take this and I don't work out, I feel like I'm going to stick to the ceiling with this like energy that's just kind of coursing through me. So it's definitely one that I often tell people to be careful of with that. I also say you're either Camp Accelerator Plus or Camp Boost. Most people find that they love one over the other. You don't take these together at the same time because they are definitely having that thermogenic effect, and you will overdo it and you can actually have some bad consequences if you're taking both of them at the time. But if you're interested, let us know and we can help you find out which ones would be best for you. Okay, so moving right along. Block. I love this one. This one is such a great product. Let's see if I can get this here so you can see it. This one is made up of NC2 seaweed, which is a brown seaweed blend, and white kidney bean extract. This blocks carbs from turning into glucose. Glucose in your system is what turns to fat. So it's blocking up to 48% of that glucose conversion. Do not confuse this with a fat blocker, which are still out on the marketplace and can actually cause GI distress. You probably have heard about them. This is a carb blocker, and so it really is helping with that sugar. It turns out that sugar is actually the culprit in weight gain, including artificial sweeteners. So if you find that you're loving carbs, breads, pastas, those types of things, you take 2 of these capsules before that meal, twice a day, and it will help you to cut out those carbs. Now, I also say that this is really great because that seaweed is really great at burning fat, particularly the abdominal fat. And so some people are taking this, like myself. I take 2 in the morning and 2 in the evening, regardless of what I'm eating, because of that ability there to help with some fat burning. It also is good for thyroid support. That NC2 seaweed is high in naturally occurring iodine, which is really great for thyroid support. So this is great for carb people. Love it. And non-carb people alike. That's Block. Okay, moving right along. We are not, and if you're taking Slim, wonderful, you know that it is not a meal replacement. I oftentimes have people say that to me. They're like, no, I'm not a meal replacement person. And I say to that, good, because I'm not either. We need to eat real food and get our nutrients really nutrient dense. But we know that life is busy, and so sometimes it's nice to have something to go to. P96. This is a shake mix. It comes in both chocolate and vanilla, and they are wonderful. It is called 96 because there's 96 calories in it. So on its own, that is not enough to be a meal replacement. If you are interested in doing something with it as a meal replacement, there's ways that you can bulk it up. I recommend using this with full fat canned coconut milk and organic. There's 3 ingredients in that, as opposed to some of these things that are in the cartons that are full of preservatives and different kinds of things and emulsifiers, which can have a bad impact on your gut as well. So coconut milk is very therapeutic. Coconut oil is also healing to the gut. So again, we're incorporating some really great things that are good for our gut and our overall health. There's ways that you can make snack balls with this, with almond butter and oats and natural honey, or you can mix it in a blender with the coconut milk and some greens and even some frozen berries. Berries are low on the glycemic index. I don't recommend a ton of fruit because it can really elevate our glucose levels, which again then goes against what we're trying to do from a health perspective. These things are wonderful and tasty. They are 100% whey protein. There's 15 grams of protein, and also wonderful vitamins and minerals included in that as well. Moving along, how many of you have been told to take a multivitamin? Me. Most people, most doctors even, are recognizing that it's important for us to get some additional nutrients through a vitamin. We have amazing ones. We have one for kiddos too. I don't have the bottle. I have ordered one and I will have it here because I want to taste it myself. I don't have children, but I have heard amazing stories from my friends who do. It also has products in it to support that gut health for kids. Also extremely important. So it's combining a really great sugar-free vitamin, not with bad sugar alternatives in it, and it includes some probiotics in it that are perfect for kiddos. But for a multivitamin for adults, we actually have two different options. There's this X-Factor Plus, and this was just launched in June of 2017. This one is awesome. And then the predecessor to it, which is still available, is called X-Factor. This X-Factor Plus has scientific studies on it to help women who have hormone issues, specifically night sweats and mood swings and hot flashes that might come with menopause or even perimenopause. But not to be afraid for people who are not experiencing that. This thing is a powerhouse of vitamins. It has vitamin D's and all your B vitamins. The important thing about this is it's methylated. You may not have heard about that, but there are many people, they do not even know that they have this. It's called the MTHFR gene mutation. Sounds like a bad word, but it's not. It is the inability for their bodies to take the vitamins that they are receiving, whether it's in food or in a supplement, and convert it into the things that your body needs. This is fully methylated, which means people, even with that gene mutation, are actually absorbing these vitamins. You're not going to have expensive pee because it's going to be absorbed into your body. There's aloe in both of these that help increase the absorption rate of the vitamins in your body by 300%. We all know the healing properties. If you burn yourself or something, people are like, get an aloe plant and use that. That's because it's healing. So there's aloe in this, which is helping that leaky gut and healing the intestines and really doing some great benefits for our bodies. There's also something that has been said about these, that aloe helps it with a zip code feature, which really just takes the vitamins and the nutrients to where your body needs it the most and really just kind of gets in there and helps your body use it the most efficiently. These have New Zealand black currant, both of them, which is a really great antioxidant. It helps free radicals. There's really great products that come out of New Zealand, and it's because of the rich soil, and those vitamins find their way into these bottles as well. Gosh, patent pending on this one as well, and you know, there's often the question, why would one take one over the other? Sometimes people are allergic or sensitive to some of the minerals that are in here. There are chelated minerals, including things like nickel, which many people have a sensitivity to. So you just want to be careful. I love both of these and I take them both. This is energizing because it has lots of really great B vitamins in it. So if I'm taking it at night, it might affect my sleep. And so if I'm doubling up, I feel like I might be coming down with something, I take this in the evening and this during the day. So then I'm getting my additional vitamins to help ward off any illnesses, but I'm not having my sleep disrupted by that. They're wonderful products. How many people have been told that they should be taking a fish oil? Yes, me too. All doctors say multivitamin, a probiotic, and a fish oil. How many of you guys have had fish burps from them? Or, gosh, when I started reading and I started realizing that maybe there's some different chemicals or exposures that I don't want to have in my body because of where the fish is coming from. Here's our answer to that. This is called Mega X. It is an omega. It's a complete one with omegas 3, 6, 9, 5, and 7. 3 is the one that we're always hearing about from the fish. It's really great for brain health and heart health. Really, we should just be marinating in a bunch of these omegas because they're so great for our health. The omega-7, that's anti-aging. Who doesn't want that? So this is actually a plant-based omega. So you're not having any of those fish burps, and you don't have to worry about where the sourcing is. And also, look at this. This is a little pill. How many times have you taken a fish oil pill and it is like, I don't know, 4 times the size of this? So you have to choke that down, and then you also have to worry about burping it up later. So great option that we have got there. These next ones are the absolute unsung heroes in our product lineup. They are called Ease and Nerve. They oftentimes go great together. If you're taking Nerve, oftentimes we recommend that you're taking Ease as well. Everybody has chronic inflammation. So going back to that, the blood sugar, inflammation, gut health, these help specifically with the eye, the inflammation in our bodies. Ease is made with New Zealand greenlet mussel, and it has Eterol in it. So it actually helps to provide some of that relief to chronic inflammation, some pain, or those types of things. It has New Zealand greenlet mussel, which if you look it up, there are a ton of studies that are being done on this. This can be used in place of over-the-counter pain medications without the worry of damage to your organs or some of that stuff. Now this one has a loading dose. Both of these do. So where we start slow on our other products, with these we go high in the beginning and then we come back down to a maintenance dose. It's because it is natural and it takes a while to get that into your bloodstream and start feeling the effects of the anti-inflammation. This can help with that. This has helped people I know in my own household come off of crazy pain medications from that were necessary for different autoimmune issues. It's huge. This one too, so Nerve. It is the only thing on the market that I am aware of that actually helps to regenerate nerves. Do you know people who might be suffering from neuropathy, either in their hands or their feet, that tingling sensation that they're just, uncomfortable, may not be able to wear shoes? It may be the result of having radiation or chemotherapy or some different cancer treatments, or even some other issues that they have that nerve damage. This helps that. Oh, so many people are just like, I cannot walk, I can't put on shoes, and it's because of that. What a gift to be able to help somebody with that. This also has a loading dose that you ramp it up, and then as you get to have some relief, you go ahead and you reduce it back down to a maintenance dose. Amazing. The next one, Edge. We are in an energy crisis, right? More people talk about being exhausted, not having enough energy to keep up. And while we know that energy and those kinds of things can come from healing the gut from the inside out and balancing your blood sugars, all those ties together. But some days you just need an extra boost. So that's what this Edge is for. This is intended to take the place of any of those energy drinks that are on the market that are full maybe of, I don't know, who knows what, chemicals. Oftentimes when you see caffeine, it is a synthetic caffeine. It is not natural. This has 3 ingredients in it. It is a natural caffeine coming from Cafe Robusto. It's taking the inside out of that, extracting it. It's a really great, clean, level burning energy source that you don't have to be worried about of where it's coming from. And then it has 2 different enzymes in it, theanine and L-theocrine. I want to make sure that L-theanine and theocrine. Those are really great for making sure that you don't get the jitters from caffeine. They're really great for brain focus. And I was actually in a market, a natural grocer's market, and was going down the aisle, and all of a sudden I realized that those 2 ingredients were being sold separately in the health food store specifically for brain function. And I was like, oh my gosh, we actually have that in our Edge. 1 capsule when you need it. I don't recommend taking it in the afternoon unless you're planning on staying up all night, but it is a really great level burning energy. We have talked about this where you can have it and then you can have energy and go, 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 but then as soon as you lay down to go to sleep, you're going to sleep. You're not feeling like that zzz, going on with that. So this is a wonderful product for a little boost of energy that you can feel good about. It's giving you some real health benefits as well. Okay, this Ease Cream. This is wonderful stuff. This is instead of like BioFreeze or some of those things that you might use for muscle soreness. This is a topical cream. I'm going to it has, again, that New Zealand greenlet mussel, and you just like rub it in to wherever you might have some pain. Don't touch your contacts or your eyes afterwards because it definitely has that, that kind of like mentholatum feel. It doesn't smell terrible. It does have that feel or that smell that you get, but it absorbs really quickly. My sister, who has used a lot, more than her fair share of prescription pain creams, has said that this will put any of those, give them a run for their money, and it's so much less expensive than that, and it's natural. Really great for rubbing on the temples if you might have a headache or, again, that muscle soreness. That odor goes away. One of my ambassadors had said, oh my gosh, I better try this because my husband wants to kick me out of bed because I'm constantly using that kind of cream and it just lingers forever. This does not. It's wonderful. Next, I love that these are the last 2 are the last ones to talk about. So this one, this is called Plexus Body Cream. This used to be called, the doctor who made it, and I forget his name right now, breast cream, because Plexus started out as a breast health company. Did you know that? I was amazed to hear that. So you can see this, it was intended to help pull out toxins out of the breast tissue, maybe after somebody was going through chemotherapy or radiation for cancer. And this has activated charcoal in it, which is why it's gray. I'm going to show this to you too. Oops, you can't really see me pumping that, but I'll show you. So the cream does come out gray. Don't be afraid. Have you seen the spas that have activated charcoal at hundreds of dollars for their services? It's because there's great healing properties in that. It is intended to pull out toxins out of the skin. The rest of the ingredients that are in here are wonderful oils, essential oils, botanicals, and this can be used for many different things. Men were finding that they loved it, but they didn't want to use a cream called breast cream all over their body. So that's why they changed the name of it. This can be used on your face as a moisturizer. I use it when I get a sunburn. It just takes the sting away and also the red away. Bad, I know, but this actually works. It also can be used in your hair because it is just an essential oil. It can be used as a natural deodorant, again, pulling the toxins out from underneath your arms. Oftentimes, people, you're hearing it about having aluminum in your body because of antiperspirants. This can be used for that too. I love this product. And again, don't be afraid of the gray. I know my mom suffers. She's like, I don't want to use it because it's gray. Well, it's wonderful. So I encourage you to use it too. And last but not least, I mentioned that we are a breast health company. What is this funny little thing? This is a breast check kit. This has 2 different silicone membranes, and there's like a gel inside of that. This increases sensory magnification by 500%. You use this to do your self-breast exams every single month. It has been featured on the doctors because of how great it is. You can feel a grain of sand through this, and it feels like a rock. This was our original product, but who knew? Most people don't. We have these here in the house, and everybody uses it, and it is a wonderful thing. So that's it. I feel like I have gone on. I don't have a clock to see, but those are the rest of our products. They are amazing. They can address so many different health issues that you may not have even been aware of. So I encourage you, if any of that piqued your interest, get with your person who's sharing this with you and find some additional products that maybe you can swap out. Are you taking a multivitamin? Are your kiddos taking one? Is the first ingredient in them sugar by chance? Take a look at the labels. No, are you feeling a difference from the supplements that you're taking? Maybe swap out and see what you can get and the benefits that you feel from the Plexus products. There's a 60-day money-back guarantee on all of these products, and we have less than a 1% return rate. That says a lot because people are getting real health benefits from the inside out from these. So, like I said before, it takes a while for these products to work. Each person is different, and each person needs a different health regimen, a supplement regimen. I often recommend that people start with a 3-month baseline of the TriPlex or whatever other products that you are starting with. Start with 3 months, then plus 1 month for every year that you have been suffering with whatever health issue it is that you're starting with. Because it takes that long to get a really good baseline and start seeing some cumulative effects. There's always that 60-day money-back guarantee, and it's rolling. So if you take the products for a year and you're like, gosh, I still don't feel the issues being resolved that I want to have, I'm not getting the difference, then we'll help you get the last 60 days back. It's not a problem, and there's no hassle with that. So with that, thank you for sticking it out. I just want to say cheers to your health, and I'm going to toast you with my second pink drink of the day because I love this stuff. If you have not tried the Slim, this is what it is. I put it in a bottle of water. The Slim comes in these individual sticks, tastes like raspberry, lemon, watermelon. You put that into water. You can do it into a bottle of water or even into a glass and stir it. But you put it in, you shake it up, and you drink to your health. Cheers. I'm so glad that you joined us. Thanks for taking this journey through our catalog with us. Maybe there's some other products that you might want to try. Get with your friend and see what's best for you. Cheers to your health.